Welcome back. Well, finding the perfect gift for a family member can be a major challenge, especially when that family member is the Queen. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge talked about shopping for Queen Elizabeth during a visit to BBC Radio 1 studios. Take a listen.
It's your grandmother's 91st birthday. Do you still get her a present?
It's quite hard to know what to give the Queen for her 91st birthday. She hasn't already got.
You're very good at making things, so...
Yeah, we've tried making a few things. Now we've got another great grandchildren around, you see, they can make stuff, and of course that goes down really well. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it just goes down really well.
Right.
So we stick to those sorts of presents.
Well, the busy royals also opened up about what they feed their growing family, saying they often order takeout for a quick dinner. Even though it isn't delivered to the palace, someone else goes out to pick it up. Well, Max Foster joins us now from London with more on the Royals' Candid Chat. I have to say, Max, I really like it when I see them kind of talking so frankly and acting, I guess, like the rest of us, going out to order takeout, although in their case they have someone picking it up for them.
It's interesting. I mean, they've been out and about in a massive way this week, and obviously we get very little access to them generally, but this week pretty much they've been doing something every day, and that's all been a build-up to the London Marathon, which is this weekend, and they managed to get this deal with the London Marathon effectively to hand out these headbands relating to one of their major campaigns, which is all around mental health. It's called Health Together, Heads Together. So they got this great deal with London Marathon. They wanted to build up to that, and they've been using their own media streams largely with videos to try to get that message out. But they've also done a couple of appearances. So at the beginning of the week, you had Prince Harry speaking to the Daily Telegraph to a reporter who's running in the London Marathon, who's also had mental health issues, and he really opened up at the beginning of the week, which got him a huge amount of publicity. Then they finished off the week with Kate and William going into a radio station. We understand it was by surprise. I'm sure the bosses knew, but the DJ didn't seem to know. And this is the main sort of youth radio station here in the UK, so they play music, but they're very much targeted at a young audience. And apparently they were given a free rein. And the DJ was just sort of fascinated by all those particular details about how they, you know, what sort of takeaways they have, what sort of food they eat, and, you know, what programs they watch as well. And it turns out he was Prince William's a big fan of this radio network. So
Yeah, he certainly looked pretty chuff interviewing them. But when you look at the issue of mental health, how crucial is it that the princes are opening up about their struggle with the loss of their mother when they were such young boys?
Well, it's interesting. I was speaking to a psychologist the other day who's just a friend of a friend, and he was saying actually what they've been doing this week would have taken him 20 years of work. And effectively what they did was one of the biggest events ever to hit this country was the death of Diana, Princess of Wales, obviously their mother. One of the most defining images of that period was William and Harry walking behind the coffin at the funeral. So everyone knows that story, and Harry's admitted he didn't talk about it for years and years and years, and he had almost had sort of a breakdown at one point because he'd kept it all in. So what you had this week is him talking openly about that. Then you had William as well talking openly about that. And then you had this amazing conversation where Kate was talking to them about it around a table in the back garden at Kensington Palace. The message of the campaign is that there's a stigma around mental illness, and the problem is that people just don't talk about it. So they're saying, we're going to talk about it so you can talk about it. And it seems to be working because the mental health charities are pretty thrilled with the result.
Yeah, it really does seem to be working, and it does help, no doubt, that they are so frank about what they went through. Max Foster, great to have you with us. Thank you. And thanks, everyone, for joining us for this edition of CNN Newsroom. I'm Lynda Kinkade. Inside Africa is just ahead, but first, I'll be back with the headlines.